Good evening again, welcome back. The show definitely does not end. We are back for Tier 3, the race proper. Sorry about the lobby glitch. F1 2021 has another curveball to throw at us. So we have reset the grid. The drivers will be preparing themselves, getting ready for the race. No qualifying. They will go from as they qualified, as we saw in the last session. They will be getting themselves ready, getting their setups right. But to be fair, now they're all going to have fresh tyres. It's going to play into people like Mindful Wasp. Had 5 laps on his soft tyres, isn't it? It's going to be interesting for him.
Yes, definitely going to be a good race. I think Collins all on the start. I know he had good qualifying in Japan, didn't he? But I think he struggled in the race, so hopefully he has a better race from the start tonight.
Yeah, certainly will. And of course, Ryan, the only one in the top 10, has to start on the medium compound tyres. Obviously, being a T2 driver, is forced to start on them.
But to be fair, it's going to be a good place to start, to be fair, inside the top 10 on the mediums.
Yeah, we've seen that. We saw that in Tier 1, didn't we? And it really did make a difference. It really went a long way and managed to hold in and keep drivers in tow and set themselves up really, really well. So difference in strategies there. Look at that. So we've got most of the drivers outside the top 10 on the medium compound tyres. Stuvine and TY Clear. They're on the soft, and Carl right at the back starting on the hard compound tyres.
Oh, if the two McLarens hit each other off the start.
I don't believe that. Oh, blimey.
But yeah, there's a really wide choice of strategies to take here, as we see like in a couple of the other races. The hards is definitely a strange choice to make off the start. You're definitely setting yourself for a one-stop there if you can get the tyres to work for you, as we saw. Was it in Tier 1 that was a Bold Boy that went for the hards?
I think he did, yes, he did, yeah. And, I mean, look, actually, they didn't have any safety cars at all, so he was able to run those to the end, and his pace was okay. And they lasted right to the end, so as you mentioned. So it's going to be interesting to see how he gets off the start and what he can do, especially in the opening, say, 3 laps, I would say.
Yeah, I mainly just hope he can get him warmed up in the formation lap, to be fair, because they're usually pretty difficult to get warmed up.
Yeah, they are. And of course, Carl does like to drop back, but he's not allowed to do that now.
The special car rule, it means he has to be in 10 car lengths.
The new car rule that we introduced start of the season. Drivers not allowed to back off, but there is a bit of a gap actually. Who is that has dropped quite a way back? There's a few people there. There's Energy Dan's dropped a bit further back, and it's the AlphaTauri. Actually, both of them have dropped a little bit further back as well. So
it's a big old gap, that, from like Mindful Wasp onwards.
It is, isn't it? So
that's definitely more than 10 car lengths. I'll tell you that for free.
That really is. That really, really is. But Mindful Wasp looks like he's out of position as well, actually, there. So I don't know if he had a moment and he's dropped back. But Carl now take the position at the back of the grid. Well, now that is a great camera. We are sat on the nose cone of the Ferrari, looking up the hill, looking at the lights. We will come to the helmet chat, I'm sure. Hopefully we don't have safety cars. But here we are, 2 lights, 3, 4, 5 lights. We are ready to go racing a Kota, and it's lights out, and off we go. Collins Owl gets a really good start. Konnichiwa Beach goes alongside him, pulls in the Alpine. Collins Owl goes to defend, actually pushes, I'm not sure who that was. I think it was Tom Brown on the outside in the AlphaTauri, and there's Simba's gone round. Simba's got a tap and gone round. There's Melee at turn 1. The Red Car Rambo's gone as well. He got a tap, and so did Connor and the other McLaren. Really poor start for them, but now we're away. No one's retired. Everyone's on the way, side by side. A few drivers going through Sector 1. Ryan coming to the back of the grid now, but Collins Owl got away well. Konnichiwa Beach defended from him. And now Konnichiwa Beach all over the back, going into the hairpin side by side. Collins Owl goes really, really wide. trying to give space. Kenichi Wabici thinks better of it. Ferrari takes the wide line, but Kenichi Wabici's got the inside line and gets the drive as well, and now takes the lead. No DRS, of course, now, but on board with Colin Zowell. There's like three abreast. Berger's trying to get involved in this.
He's right on the back end of Kenichi Wabici there. I think he might go for a bit of a dive here.
He's trying to go on the outside, but Kenichi Wabici is also trying to be late on the brakes. Very good bit of room from Colin Zowell there. Takes the position back and retakes the lead. Bergen trying to look on the outside, trying to get any pieces of that as well. Nothing to happen this time round. And there we are.
With these lot fighting, Tom Brown's now in the mix.
He is, and there Kenichi Wabici goes really wide, and that's allowed Bergen to get back through. Out of 16, Tom goes really wide, but yeah, you're right, he's back in the mix as well. Carl's got past Casa Soze. Ryan's got into the back of this group as well. He did have that spin early on. Connor's down in 15th. He'll be looking to fight back as Colin Zowell goes really wide. Out the last corner, Kenichi Wabici and Tom Brown side by side as they go over the line. Tom Brown's got the inside. Who's going to be latest on the brakes at the turn one up the hill? Who is it? He's going to have the inside line. Tom Brown gets the place. He makes the move and takes that third spot.
CBG Sambel's going to be staring at this battle of the head, waiting for one of them to make a big mistake or something.
Here's Ocean Tame gets the first penalty. Fanning's in the pits. Must have had damage on lap one. He's up to the soft tyres. There was a little bit of coming together with a few drivers outside of turn 1 through turn 2. I think that's Mindful Wasps had a moment. Where is that? He's dropping down. That's through turn 10. He's had a moment. Outside of 9. Actually, easy to quite do that, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a weird place for people to go, but he's looks like he's about to lose the... Oh, Ryan's gone again.
Oh heck, he struggled outside of the hairpin, that one. So those mediums, he's either cooked them or just can't get the temperature in them at this moment in time.
It's definitely not the sort of race he would have wanted today.
Oh, as we've got Bergen alongside Colin Zowell. Kenichi Wabici has dropped to 4th. Bergen now side by side going through 16, 17 and 18. Colin Zowell has the inside line. Bergen goes wide, gets the penalty for it, but now he's on the inside line going into turn 20 in the last corner, and he makes the move, but also Tom Brown's trying to get involved. Tom Brown's in the mix, trying to put his nose in. He backs out of it this time, tries to get the run on Colin Zowell. This is a heck of a four-way fight, actually, for the lead. DRS now enabled on lap 3. Already. I don't know how. Penalties coming thick and fast as well.
Bergen, Kenichi Wabici, always salty, and Ocean Tame.
Mindful Wasp now pits. We saw him have that moment turn 9, so he must have had damage.
Hopefully things will settle down for a lap or two now.
You say that, but I don't think it will. Look at that, Colin Zowell trying to have a look into the hairpin. Thinks better of it. He's going to have DRS. Goes very, very wide. Just be careful of getting penalties, but there we are. He's got the DRS right off the back of Bergen and straight away makes that move way before the braking zone.
Some super opportunistic moves coming here.
Oh, Colin Zowell goes very, very deep. I've got SGPR. He's battling there. There we are. There we are, the Aston Martin teammates. I don't know why he could just go on him and he could just Kenichi Wabici then for some reason. But there we are. So now we've also got that's always Salty also trying to get in the mix, and then Simba's on the recovery trail. He's trying to go around the outside after that moment that Simba had in turn 1. The Aston Martin drivers a bit of a coming together, but no damage as Simon's having a few bitching issues. Colin Zowell again and Bergen over the start line. Now Connor gets a penalty as he's trying to fight back. I like that nose cam. That's a really good camera.
It'd be really good if you could actually pick some of these cameras rather than just being on board or have the theatre cam.
Yeah, that really would be. If you could pick that and we could sit on the nose cone, especially through this first sector, that would be absolutely superb. But there we go. Codemasters, do something good for a change, please. Right, please. Just give us a bit more choice for cameras. That would be incredible.
Nose cam, now it's thanks to EA, it'll cost you about 20 quid.
Yeah, there'll be a DLC pack at some point, won't there? can see that happening. So Bergen again gets a good drive out of the hairpin, but Collins Owl's gonna have the DRS. You can see Bergen goes defensive. It's a bit futile. The overspeed that Collins Owl does he get it stopped this time? Breaks very late, the 100-metre mark. Does he get it stopped? He does. He doesn't. Goes a little bit wide again. Tom Brown's also had to go around Bergen. The overspeed on that Williams. Just Bergen sitting, ducking out. Tom Brown chases down the Ferrari.
I think this brings us back to the other point that we were making on Monday. It's like the DRS around here is really strong.
Sorry, Kenichiwa Beach had a moment. He's kept it out of the wall though, but he's dropped back 3 seconds. He's lost to Bergen now. He's going to be under pressure from the first of the Aston Martins. He certainly is. There he is on his rear wing as now Simon gets the penalty. So they're cutting the corner at 19, getting a little bit out of shape, and he's pushing the Alpine round the last corner. Such is the overspeed and the confidence that Simon has at this moment in time. And now, Tom Brown's making a move into turn 1. He's made the move, and Tom Brown takes the lead in the Williams.
Baby Hornet's gone up the inside and to turn 1. Oh, couldn't keep the place, but
now under pressure from his teammates as well.
Yeah, the Aston Martins are having a good scrap tonight.
Yeah, I need to keep it clean, bring the points for the team.
It's Fannin sets the fastest lap of the race, 1:37.5.
Yeah, he set a few fastest laps on his looking back trail. Ryan's on the back of big back Mizo. But there's a little bit of a train forming behind Kenichiwa Beach, as you can see there. A little bit of a DRS train all the way from Simon down to Avanash in 11th. So I was waiting to see who's going to be the cork. Is that Simba having a look at SB Zambal? He thinks about it and he doesn't. But what's happening at the front? We missed it at the front. Collins out.
Contact there between Bergen and Tom Brown. Come to the end of the straight.
Yeah, no damage on Tom Brown, but it's like they're burning up tyres a little bit at the moment. Bergen got a little bit shifty coming out of 16.
Yeah, these constant fights are definitely not going to do the tyres any favours if they were trying to save them for a one-stop.
Yeah, exactly. Tom Brown goes very, very wide through 19. Very easy to do as well. Go really wide there. He's not close enough this time to have a go into turn 1. Connor gets another penalty as well. He's really trying to push on, but he's just about a second back from Angie Dannon. That's roughly pretty much where the dirty air starts to kick in. Where he is there. Bergen gets a great drive off turn 1. He opened up about 2/10 on Tom Brown. Tom Brown now gets a penalty. We saw him go, oh, he's all over there. He's really struggling. Like I mentioned there, that dirty air. About 8/10 further back. That's really hurting.
I'll tell you else is coming on his recovery drive as Simba's managed to get past Sambal.
Yep, he has. But it's just over a second between him and Simon's dropped back to 1.6 behind Kenichiwa. He was actually closed the gap about a second from what he was after that moment he had the lap before. Or 2 laps before, I should say. So he's getting back to it.
Simba's got the DRS onto Baby Hornet as well, so it's definitely closing in this lap.
And Tom Brown retakes the lead with the DRS assistance. Let's have a quick look at how people are using their ERS at the moment. Tom Brown 60%. Actually Bergen as well, 65%. Collins Al gets another penalty. Yeah, another one. So he's really pushing. We saw him run wide a few times. Sambal gets another penalty as well. So there's a few there at the minute. And always Salty's having a go and makes a move. As I think I just saw a driver there. It was the other Ferrari of Ocean. Tim gets it really wrong outside of 16. He lit up the rear. Now he's dropping down the order under pressure from the first of the McLaren drivers. Can't make it, and then he cuts the corner for good measure. Gets 3 seconds for his troubles.
Connor will enjoy getting DRS off the back of Ocean Tame all this lap.
Yeah, we're going to have a quick look at that, but I'm just having a quick look at penalties. They've been coming thick and fast in the last 2 laps or so. So most of the drivers on the grid, there's only Simba, Redcar, Carl and Fanning and Kesa Soze who's actually pitted without penalties so far. Most drivers have 3 seconds. Collins Owl, Always Salty, Ocean Tame, Connor and Mindful Wasp for 6 seconds, only 7 laps through as well.
Definitely have to start trying to calm this racing down, focus more on keeping it on the track. Or else these time penalties are definitely going to come into play towards the end.
Yeah, I agree with you there. As Simba gets the run on SGPR, and he's also got the DRS, the rear wing of that Red Bull. I like that camera angle though, looking over the rear suspension. Now that's a really good camera angle. But yeah, Kello, you're right. New camera angles or fix the game glitches. I think we'd always prefer the glitches, to be fair, to get fixed. A little bit tired
the
of them
glitches
now.
give the game character. I really enjoy the glitches.
Yeah, there's nothing like timers going off at the end of qualifying and having to reset. There's nothing like it, to be fair.
I think my favourite glitch that I've seen across the F1 forums is the one where you go into the pit lane, and as you set off again, you drive through the pit box, and like in behind all the pit lane and everything.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Off into the middle of nowhere.
I've seen that one. My favourite glitch that we've seen in MRC has to be, for me, speak of the devil, Connor at Belgium at the safety car restart, where Connor just took off and had about a 6-second lead over the line. Don't know how, but he did, and it was just a complete random glitch where on his screen everyone had gone, so he went, but on ours and everybody else's, nobody had.
I mean, I'd probably say my least favourite glitch I've seen was mine at Monza, where it told me to pass the safety car, so I did, and then I got disqualified for passing the safety car.
Yeah, there's a few of them. There are a few tasty ones. Pop them into the comments, folks. It's we've all experienced a few glitches. I'd love to hear yours and your favourite ones throughout the race. As we're just looking at position changes, there's only Simon who's in the position he actually qualified in. Nobody else.
Said that just as he gets overtaken.
Yeah, and then gets it back from Salty. Yeah, so Salty's up. So the big winner, Berger, Tom Brown, they're up from their grid slots. Avinash up 7, TY Clay up 8. They're the biggest gainers. Ocean Tear, Mindful Wasp, they're down 8, 7. Red Car's down 6 as well. He had that spin early on. Now Mindful Wasp gets 3-second penalty.
Oh, how many?
Tom Brown pits. He's pitted early, so he's decided to try the undercut. Kenichiro Beach follows him in as well.
As Hornet just clips the outside wall of the pit lane on the way in, and a 5-second penalty for speeding.
Oh, goodness me. Well, yeah, this is now start of the pit window. Probably the earliest you'd say. Lap 9 to earliest of the pit stops. Yeah, Mandy, right, the helmet missing glitch. Yeah, where you're just racing in a balaclava. That is a good one. I like, yeah, that's a good glitch. Remember that?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that one.
Yeah, that was good. No one likes a bear helmet. Oh, does it start? I hope Gav's watching and can make some comments on this. This is definitely his area of expertise when it comes to helmets.
He does love a good helmet chat.
He does. He certainly does. I don't think I'm qualified enough for that.
To be fair, speaking of Gav, it's just been absolutely fantastic really organising that charity race.
I'm looking forward to that, and what a good cause as well. And if you've not seen it, folks, Gav, obviously our resident Banshee, is hosting, I think it's the 20th of April he's doing it, on Wednesday night, which is our week off, our Easter week. And he's organising for, what's it for again? He's doing it for a charity, isn't he?
Alzheimer's charity, I think.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah. He's doing a 100%, well, full qualifying session, a 100% race at Abu Dhabi. Under the lights, and yeah, really looking forward to that. And all proceeds, he'll set the Just Giving page, it'll be shared as well. He's doing some prizes that he's done off his own back, and set up a Just Giving page as well. So absolutely superb contribution that he's doing there. There's Tom Brown now. He's pitted. He gets past SFR. This is going to be key. Where does Tom come out? Where is Bergen going to come out? He just comes out ahead. He still comes out in the lead. Collins Owl as well. Is he going to get out of Tom Brown? Tom Brown's going to have to go on the outside, and he doesn't get round, and he gets a 3-second penalty for his troubles. So Bergen, Collins Owl didn't work for Tom Brown. That extra lap, getting stuck, I think, a little bit behind SFR. Couldn't pass him quick enough, and has cost him dearly.
Yeah, I definitely thought the undercut would work with how much the soft tyres seem to just drop off the edge at this track, but didn't work for Tom Brown this time.
I didn't, and I don't know if he'll be able to take them to the end. We did see a few drivers take them quite far, and now SFR is going to be under pressure for red cars. Just got past Konnichiwa Beach. I'm pretty sure Konnichiwa Beach is also pitted, so that is really hurting Yaz as well. So Ryan gets past Konnichiwa. I was just trying to warm his tyres up. Who's on? Where's the tyres? There we are, the medium tyres. And actually, Ryan, really good in a straight line. We know he likes to use his ERS. Yep, 17% left.
Oh, so there's a Williams spinning. That's Tom Brown.
That's Tom Brown, yeah. Tom Brown's had a moment through 14, that. He's lost it.
And he's
cooked the rear tyres, and he just has absolutely no rear grip at all. Oh, that's so unlucky. He was having such a good race. I mean, there's still a lot of time left to go. Oh, he's lost it again. He's going to cause damage. He hasn't caused any damage, but those rear tyres absolutely fried.
I'm not going to lie, if I was any one of those drivers going through that right-hander, I would have crapped my pants seeing that Williams facing the wrong way.
Yeah, that would not have been fun in any way, shape or form. Can he keep it going? He's just drifting every single corner now. Those rear tyres. Oh, Tom. Right, we're going to go away from that. I can't bear to watch it. I can't.
There's Stu Lines in the pits.
Yeah. There's Fanning's in the pits as well. We saw him pit on lap 1 and put the soft tyres on, so they'll be at the end of their life.
I'm still wondering how far Carl's going to take these hard tyres. I'm not quite sure if he thinks that they're working for him or not, but it's up to 13th now.
Yeah, he's just having a quiet race, isn't he, Carl? He's got Connor 3 seconds back, and Carl's dropping a little bit from back Mizo. But Carl hasn't got penalties yet either, so it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on. As we've got a battle with Red Car challenging SFR Dan and gets past him round the outside with the DRS. His ERS light was flashing halfway down the straight. I think that's a Ryan thing, that. I'm going to start saying.
Yeah, it's just his strategy now.
It is. Yeah, every track we go to, he absolutely loves it. Yeah, Keller, you're right. Everyone's willing to get involved as well with Gav's charity race, and you're right. It's great support, absolutely superb support, and a fantastic cause that everyone's looking forward to taking part of, and that's what we do at MRC. There's no words other than absolutely fantastic, really.
Yeah, I love the idea of the charity race from the moment you mentioned it, so I put my name down straight away. I'm looking forward to racing at Abu Dhabi. It's one of my favourite tracks, so should be a good race.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It should be really good fun. We had that one mid-season, didn't we? Off-season at Silverstone, which was absolutely... Oh, there's a big crash! Big crash! That was Konnichiwa Beach and SFR Dan came together. Konnichiwa Beach has DNF'd. We saw him slide sideways on into the wall. SFR Dan didn't hit the wall, but that was a big collision between the two, sideways on. That's only a yellow flag. He's well off the line. There's no safety cars. I think Bert Maunder has retired after Tier 2 on Monday. But Konnichiwa Beach, he is out of this race in the Alpine. Energy Dan is losing places hand over fist as well. He's now down to 10th. Wow, that was a big crash.
Yeah, it's again surprised there's no virtual or full safety car with it being a race-ending crash, but we thought a lot of times when we watched the tier 1 race, so
we did. Yeah, and all we saw was VSCs, and this time not even one of those.
We'll even get yellow flags when we get to tier 4. That's what I heard.
That's what I.
We'll even get a yellow flag when we get into tier 4.
No, probably not. No, I think you're right. They'll just leave us be. So, a few drivers now. The gaps are opening up quite a bit at the moment. One of the closest ones on back, we've got CBG, Simon SCPR, and then TY Clear all over the back. So these guys are fighting for position.
There's a bit of a touch there as Energy Jan was going into the pits. I'm not quite sure who gave him a little love tap, but almost sent him into the pit wall.
Oh, really? That might have been back Measer. They're pitted together by the looks of it. But TY Clear and Simon, they have actually pitted there on the same strategy, so they're actually battling for position. He's closing in as well on his teammate. CBG got past him.
The Aston Martin's battling again.
Certainly are. Yeah,
Last
always
time we saw
salties.
teammates battling like this was the McLarens at Austria, and it didn't end well there, so I can't imagine it's going to end well here.
No, it didn't go well, did it? And I mean, there was never any bad blood later in the season at all.
I don't think so.
Look who we have. Good evening, Mr. Banshee. He is with us. 2 into 1 doesn't go into the S's. Nope, you're right, it certainly doesn't. Certainly does not, but Mr. Jenkins is with us.
Can't stay away, can he?
He can't. He certainly can't. He loves it too much. And we're just making sure we're keeping the seat warm for him, to be honest. He's just checking up on us. As we're seeing this battle, TY Clear all over the back of SCP. A little bit of a love tap as well there. No damage done. But still keeps ahead. TY does back off. Allows him to keep the spot. Bergen has retaken the lead from Always Salty, who is on a different strategy. Avanash now gets the fastest lap of the race.
36.9. To be fair, it's one of the only cars on track on softs.
I haven't actually looked at it as now. TY tries to go on the outside. Is he going to try the switchback out of turn 1? He is. Gets it down the hill, keeps it wide line. Aston Martin takes the narrow line. Oh, that's, yeah. TY does back off. Track a bit may have got a warning for that one. Let's have a quick look at the tyre situation. Well, mixed there. We've got Redcar hasn't pitted yet. Always Salty in second. He has not pitted yet. Obviously, Carl on the hard compound tyres hasn't pitted. And now look at them side by side. Yes, Mercedes and the Aston Martin. Mercedes will get DRS going down the straight. He was just by half a car length further back. How's the drive coming out of that corner? Actually, Simon goes a little bit deep. How's it going to be now? DRS wide open on the Mercedes as he pulls up to the left-hand side. Simon goes defensive. Has he got any answer? It doesn't look like he has. He doesn't. And now the Mercedes gets past. Runs a little bit deep as now he's going to have a go back. Simon going to try. He's going to look around the outside into 14. Doesn't do it. It's only really single file through there. That been building and building for about 2 laps now.
Yeah, it's a nice bit of clean racing there between TY and Baby Hornet.
It is, and his teammate's actually gone round as well. The other Aston Martin's gone round.
Yeah, must have had a moment there, coming up to, was it 16?
Yeah, it was. Avanash, he's pumping the fast laps now in those soft tyres. Really got the gap down to Simba. So it'll probably be mediums, I would suggest, for Avanash in his next stint. Well, actually, I don't know what he started on, to be honest. I'm not actually sure what Avanash started.
Oh, as Baby Hornet taps the back of TY Clear.
And he's gone. Yeah, he's gone round under braking. No damage.
Just lets his teammate back through again.
Yeah, I think this is going to go on race long. I'll be honest. See him that way. Well, Bergen's not dropping Always Salty. Teammates, he's dragging him along with him nicely, just outside of the DRS, but still getting enough slipstream. Obviously, different strategies.
Salty's going to take those tyres over 14 laps on those mediums.
Yeah, we saw them do. Well, we saw people like Kid Dynamite, didn't we? Do a soft to mediums, or mediums to soft, didn't he? So, a few drivers compound tyres as well. We've got Backmeser and SFR. They've gone on the hards. He's got the medium tyres. SGPR and CBG still having another little tangle between the two of them.
It's going to get messy soon, this.
I don't look. I honestly don't look. Oh, they are very, very close. Keep it clean, boys. Come on. To be fair, we've all had battles with our teammates. I've had a few.
I don't know. I couldn't catch my teammates on Monday, so I can't comment on that one.
I didn't get a chance.
I knew you were going to say that.
I had to say something. I would have let you down.
To be fair, the Mercedes in this one don't seem to be doing too bad. Both of them are still on track.
Yeah, yeah, definitely doing better than Tier 2. And Tier 1, Yeah, Andrew didn't have a good race, unfortunately, and Ollie, I think he just outside the points after penalties. It may have actually been in the points after penalties. So yeah, we didn't have much luck. I'm sure it was the same last week as well. The Mercedes had to rely on the Tier 3 and Tier 4 for good points.
We don't want to talk about last week's Mercedes drives, though.
No, we won't.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah. Moving on. Penalties again. Only Simba, the only driver not to get a penalty, and he's closing in on Ryan. Ryan, 15 laps on those medium compound tyres, so there he's really going to start struggling. Wants to take them another couple of laps at least before he can stop on a set of soft tyres to go to the end. 12 laps
These penalties are
remaining.
definitely starting to rack up now. Always Salty 12 seconds, Collins Owl 12 seconds, Connor's on 18 seconds, Stuvine 12 seconds, Ocean Tame 15 seconds.
Yeah, mine for Wasp 18 as well. Who knows what's going to happen at the end. And Collins Owl now, yep, always Salty. He's bailed. He's on 15 laps on those medium tyres, and he's had enough. He bails. It's a good little stint on them, but I'll tell you what, though, it throws it open. Bergen's going to really be sitting pretty, you would think. He's got 9 seconds worth of penalties over Collins Owl, who's 5 seconds, 5.3 further back. So Avinash is in a strong position. Let's have a quick look. He's obviously on the soft compound tyres, has to pit again. I would say Bergen and Collins Owl probably will as well.
Yeah, well, we've got 10 laps left. So
We do.
16 laps is doable. Obviously, Red Car's proving that right now with his 16-lap old mediums, and he's still going. It's doable. Obviously, depends on how confident they feel on those tyres at the end.
Yeah, exactly that. I'm sure some of them will be praying for the safety car, the dreaded safety car.
Tell you what, there's a couple of cars back though. Always Salty and TY clear.
Yep, they are. We've just cut to them as always Salty is on the inside. He's on the new fresh soft compound tyres. He'll have to pit again unless he can make those last a good 12 laps. But TY Clay, he's used all of his ERS, gets out of the slipstream. There's no need to fight it. He knows he hasn't got the pace at this moment in time. There's the two Aston Martins. I mean, where else would they be but side by side? As there's a little bit of contact, there is sandballs gone round.
Oh no, it had to happen at some point, but
it was always going to, and it was just one of those 2 into 1 doesn't ever go.
And Fanning's just there licking his lips, chasing down Baby Hornet.
Yes. And Baby Hornet may be a little bit shaky. He'll have a little bit of a slide after that as well. His tyres will be a little bit warm, a little bit shaky. And yeah, he's just all over the back. Has Ryan gone at the pits? He's not. He's still going, but Avinash has passed him. He's going to be hunting down Collins Owl next. 12.8 seconds he's got to get back.
So Fanning goes for a dive up the inside of Baby Hornet. Can he make it stick?
He certainly does. Certainly does.
Great.
2 laps fresher tyres. Makes them use.
So this would be a good lap for an in-lap for Ryan. Now he's going to get DRS off Avinash coming into the main straight.
Yeah, just about. He's you can see the grip that he is actually losing, and the time that Avinash is able to pull out, even 5 laps on those softs. He's still able to pull away, but Ryan doing everything he can. Everybody's ERS light flashing at the moment. Simba will see that, and I'll have a bit of that. 5%. Simba on 69%. Really looking after it and just keeping constant pace. No penalties as well. So this is another good showing from the Red Bull man. Podium last week.
Yeah, I think Simba's been taking a leaf out of Gene Genie's book. Just keep it clean and keep it there.
Yes, he's going to be keeps it going. Be dubbed the new Mr. Clean of Tier 3.
Yeah, I think if Genie leaves, well, that's it. Now we have to retire the name and you can't have another one.
That is very true. That is true. He's not been very clean this season, though, unfortunately, as Rob. He's a few penalties to his name. Pushing a little bit harder than he normally would. And still going.
Just drops off 0.4 to the back of Avinash, so those tyres are definitely dying now.
Yeah, but that's not too bad over 1 lap. Avinash still 6 laps on those the softs. They'll have had their best. Let's just have a ride on board through the first sector, just see how he's coping with the front end of that McLaren. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. He'll feel it under acceleration though. He's taking it very steady.
He's definitely having to like downshift quite early to get it in and pointed in the right direction now.
Yeah, he is. You're right. Shifts up to fourth very, very early to get the drive and stop the slip on the tyres.
There's a big fight going down at the bottom end with Energy, Dan, Ocean Tame, Tom Brown in the pits again.
Yes, that's so unlucky. He was up there fighting for the lead. He was in the lead early on. He's now stopped on the set of soft tyres to the end. This could be interesting for Tom to see what pace he's going to have. See if he can salvage some points as Simba now passes Ryan.
Might just be me, but it almost looked like Ryan just let him through there.
We missed it, to be fair. We did miss it. As Collins Owl now pits. He's only done 9 laps on those medium tyres. Sad enough's enough.
I think Ryan's coming in this lap.
He is.
18 laps on those mediums is impressive, to be fair.
It is. It really is. So his teammate Connor, he's currently in 11th. And Carl's just, again, he's actually under a little bit of pressure from Stu Van Carl, but he's on 18 laps on those hard compound tyres.
Yeah, I think it's almost time for those hards to come off and slap a set of softs on for the last bit of the race.
Yeah, well, he only did 1 lap, didn't he, in qualifying, and he only put the mediums on for that.
Is he coming in? No, still going.
He's still going. He's going to have Stuvine all over the back of him. Is he going to have a look at turn 1? He's using a lot of his ERS as well, Carl, so he might be vulnerable up the hill, but Carl positions his car middle of the track. Stuvine just going to bide his time, see what he can do.
It's a weird change for Redcar. I assumed he was going to go for softs, but he's got to put our hards on.
Yeah. I wonder if he's done that because being a Tier 2 driver.
Trying to slow himself down.
A little bit. Who's that? That's Simon's gone round and lost his front wing, the Aston Martin driver. We've seen him in all sorts of battles with his teammate, and his teammate, fully enough, gets through again. But he's just lost it outside of the hairpin and lost his front wing. Oh, he's been in the wars a little bit this race, both Aston Martin drivers, and now a virtual safety car has been deployed. Now that Bergen, that falls perfectly for Bergen, jumps straight into the pits. Avinash as well, he jumps in. This will be perfect for his last stop. Collins Olives had just made his. Simba, he pits as well. Always Salty pits. Fanning a little bit further back, see if he goes through. He's got, Salty speeding in the pit lane. Fanning pits as well. Be careful, some of these drivers. The virtual safety car, we can either last for a good half a lap or 3 corners.
Yep.
Who else has pitted? T.Y. Clear's pitted. Ryan's obviously just pitted.
Sam Bell's pitted. Obviously, here comes Hornet crawling into the pits.
Yeah, this is going to hurt though. He's going to be held up by his teammate double stack at the Aston Martin garage. Actually, tell you what, that wasn't too bad to be fair. That didn't work out badly at all.
He's saving his 5-second penalty.
That's unlucky. So there we are, green flag, folks. We're back racing. Most of the top drivers got away and got their pit stops done under the virtual safety car. A few further back didn't get the chance to, a little bit too far back, but Bergen gets that pit stop done, his last of the race. Collins Owl got his done. Avinash, this is a great drive from him. He is now up into 3rd. Let's look at the positions gained since the start. Avinash up 12 places. So another outstanding drive. As we've got in the background, that's Ryan and that's Always Salty. Always Salty gets through, DRS enabled again. Always Salty pitted for the softs, Ryan on the hard compound tyres. Didn't really want to fight that.
So he was used the VSC to pit with Carl. He's gone for a set of stops for his last few laps in Kota.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see where we are. So 3.8 behind Ocean Tame on medium, so he should catch up on that. Ocean Tame's on the back of SFR, Dan, and back Mizo. So it could be an 11th in Carl, shout here for Carl. getting those soft tyres up to temp and getting the most out of them. He's got 4 seconds to catch up to start with, though, and still Stu Vine's stuck behind him.
The only one I'm going to keep an eye on is the gap between Avanash and Collins Owl. Collins Owl's got 20 seconds worth of penalties, and Avanash has got 6, but there's a 16-second gap, so if you can close it down a bit, I know it'll be under penalties, but Avanash could steal second here if you can get some lap times down.
He could, and there's a safety car, full safety car. Case Zosa has had an accident in the first sector, and now we've got full safety car. SFR Dan just about gets it stopped on the line there.
Well, pretty much anyone that's got a penalty now is in deep trouble.
They certainly are. They certainly are. Especially if they get any 5-second penalties, that's going to hurt them. But you're right, and especially now, look at the penalty situation, as you've just highlighted. Collins out 20 seconds worth. That is now going to drop him. He was on for still potential podium, maybe 4th, and that's going to drop him potentially out of the points.
Energy down on Inters? It definitely looks bright, sunny, clear sky to me.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I don't see any rain falling. I mean, I could be wrong. Nope, I'm on board with Bergen, and it is definitely blue. Collins Owl's pitted. Collins Owl's decided to pit. He must have a fresh set of softs.
Choice, I'm not going to lie.
It's a free pit stop. He's got 16 seconds to Avanash. He was going to lose the time anyway. He had a penalty. Yeah, so he's serving one of his penalties now.
Oh, it takes him down to 15.
But Avanash gets past him.
Yeah, I don't really think that's worked out the way you wanted it to go. Unless he's convinced he can make it back past Avanash before the end of the race. But there's to go Simba as well. Yeah,
it's really hurt Collins Alley's. Always salty. Ooh, nearly tried to get past him, but you are in a safety car. So, Always Salty's got 17 seconds. So, Collins Owl, that was actually quite crucial for Collins Owl to get out ahead of Always Salty. Big winner from this is Simba.
Yeah, I put Simba with a touching distance to the lead now. Mindful been disqualified?
Ignoring yellow flags. I never understand that one. I never understand that, ignoring yellow flags. I don't know how. But he's now been disqualified from the race.
I wonder if Energy Dan's going to dive back into the pits. Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah,
Get rid of those inters.
Yeah, he is currently in 17th, so there's no harm in him doing that. So hopefully help Tom Brown as well. There's a few drivers with a lot more penalties ahead of him.
There's people like Carl as well. It's going to help Carl massively with the massive amount of penalties that are around him.
It is, yeah. Connor's got 21 seconds worth as well of penalties. Saw him go wide a few times. He's had a difficult evening. Honestly, I'm trying to do maths here, and yeah, I'm just not going to. I'm going to stop.
I gave up after it went seriously wrong when we tried to work out the championship last season. I'm just not getting involved.
No, that's a good shout. Yeah, we'll not do that. We will. Yeah, well, we crowned Jacob a race early.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. Yeah, we got berated a little bit for that one. And yeah. So who else have we got?
What else have we got in the chat? Has anyone got anything interesting for us?
Yeah, we tried to do safety car chat, and well, I'll tell you what, here's one thing. Let's keep it topical this time. I haven't got anything to do with helmets. I haven't got anything to do with the particular type of sausage. That is definitely Gav's chat. But if we keep it topical, K-Mag is back in F1 after the untimely sacking, should we call it, of Nikita Mazepin at the Haas.
Yeah, so I've even just before we started this, I've done a bit of reading now. So K-Mag's actually been given a multi-season deal at Haas, so they obviously do not intend to bring Mazepin back at all, and they're also going to struggle because is it Ukra Ali, the sponsor that they've just let go?
Yeah.
Are after some sort of repayment for them being cancelled as a sponsor, so Haas are definitely in some hot water at the minute.
I did read that, yeah, they wanted payment, like a full refund, like refund in full. I don't know how long that because isn't that Mazepin's dad's? I can't remember. Or Mr. Mazepin. So we got Tom Bound's collision was SGPR. That's unlucky. Yeah, but that was his company, isn't it, Uralkalki? I think. Is it Mazepin's company?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was we'll call him Mr. Mazepin because I can't remember what his actual first name is.
Senior.
But yeah, I think that's his company. So I've also just noticed that Tom Brown's got no front wing.
Oh, big hit with SGPR with Simon. Yes, man, sausage chat. I'm sure sausage chat is always good. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait for that one. Yeah. Actually, yes, Kellogg, good shout. Yeah, Mazepin, Nikita has started a foundation for athletes. Isn't it called, what's it called? It's not like We Racers One, but it's similar as that, isn't it? It's for those who, I think it's like for funding or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I didn't really too much into the charity that it's trying to start up. Because there's just so much news being pumped out at the minute, it's unreal.
I know, there is, isn't it? I know.
But I still think it's a strange choice from Haas for one to pick K-Mag and to get themselves into the position they are again, especially after last year where they said that their livery was not a Russian flag, but this year have removed the Russian flag looking livery that they had on.
It was always just going to spiral, wasn't it? It's really always going to spiral out, and it's, yeah.
Well, it'll make for another interesting season of Drive to Survive anyway, that's for sure.
It started out, yeah, we haven't even got to testing, and we've already got drama.
Yeah.
I mean,
testing
of course,
tomorrow morning?
It does start tomorrow morning, exactly, yeah, so that's going to be interesting. I mean, we saw a lot of the porpoising. Compete as one, that's it, Keller, exactly, yeah, we compete as one, that's what it's called. Good shout. Yeah, I see if half the drivers got rid of that porpoising effect, I think the Ferraris were one of the worst that were affected by it. Where I think it was Leclerc said he actually felt sick going down the straight. So if they can conquer that,
I really hope that doesn't make it into the game like we said on Monday, because if it's taken the teams all this time to try and engineer that out, I won't have any clue to try and set that out of a car.
No, I struggle with setups anyway in this game now. Yeah, I don't know how we'll be able to get that one out. Is it to do with the aerodynamics? It's the way it's feeding over the top of the car. I think it's to do with the aero that it's hurting.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with the aero and the speed of the car that's making it bounce.
Yeah.
It's way more, that's far too above my pay grade, that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I just sell cars, I don't engineer them, I just sell them.
I just fix them, I don't design them.
Yeah, and also I did hear
car in this lap as well, by the way.
Yeah, it will be. Everyone's back together. Everyone's on the soft compound tyre as well. Last one as well. I did hear a rumour that Mercedes are almost going to run. I think it's just a bit of a fool one, with no side pods.
I did see that. It popped up on my phone earlier. I'm not quite sure how that will work if they have no side pods at all.
Oh, how are they going to get the cooling? They've obviously engineered something for cooling. And also for just see how it works with the rules as well. But I think we're going to see a lot of outrageous designs this week. I think in testing there's going to be some. There's going to be barge boards popping up. There's going to be different wings popping up that suddenly are allowed. There are going to be holes in the floors and side pods as well.
The big question for me
is
how long is it going to take Christian Horner to report someone for something that he thinks is unsporting? Like,
I'll give it till lunchtime on day one.
Guarantee he'll be straight in that stewards room going, I don't agree with this, whether it complies to the rules.
Exactly. And yeah, imagine going over a sausage with the car bouncing like that. Well, that is true.
As Birkin's already gone, he's got himself quite a lead off the restart.
He did, I know. I got distracted by the sausage chat. The bouncing sausages. Yeah, he did. He went just before the second last corner and really caught Avinash napping, who even caught Simba napping even more so. And he's under pressure from Collins Owl. He's trying to have a look through turn 2, Collins Owl, but then also we've got always Salty. He's got a look at Collins Owl. Actually gets past, gets a 3-second penalty for his troubles, and then runs deep as well. Now Collins Owl trying to have a look around the outside. Does he make it? Wow, what a move from Collins Owl. Great re-overtake.
Some fantastic driving there between the two of them to especially leave each other space to do.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Now Bergen, Avinash, Simba, there's a bit of a gap going on, but he's got Collins Owl for company. No DRS yet, folks. After safety car, 3 laps. We've got to wait. as I think at the back SFR's had a moment. He's caught back Mizo and Tom Brown in that as well. They've dropped back from the pack. But all drivers, look at this now, down the straight, few gaps opening up. Simba's trying, he was left out to try. Collins Owl had the overspeed, but now that's always allowed Always Salty to have a look at. We saw what happened between the two Astons in there. Keep it clean, boys, they do. And Always Salty manages to keep it pointing in the right direction. No contact. Can't say the same for the Williams behind, pushing him, fanning, pushing Always Salty along. With TY Clear in now, TY Clear's finally got it. He's been stuck behind somebody all race, TY Clear. I bet he just thinks, oh, will I just get some clear air for once? He's been in the thick of it all afternoon, all evening long, but Collins out already. He's got past Simba, and now he's on the back of Avanash. Let's have another look at those penalties, because that is going to be key for the end of this race. Collins out 15 seconds worth. Ocean Tame. Where is Ocean Tame? Where is Ocean Tame? But he's being disqualified for multiple warnings. Where was he? I didn't see where he was. It must have been outside the top 10, I think, at the point. But Always Salty, 20 seconds worth of penalties. Collins Al, 15 seconds. Avanash is 3 seconds more and 3 seconds behind Bergen. That would have been key for Avanash to get on the back, as well as back Mizo. Oh, back Mizo's retired. It's on the start-finish line. I don't know if he's retired in the pits, I'm not sure. Not a good afternoon, not a good evening for the Alpine boys. Has both of them retired? I think he has retired in the pits. He was struggling this evening. We did say a few of them. And look at that, Collins Owl going for second place. Makes the move on Avanash. Gets it on the inside. And now he sets off after Bergen. Will he try and get the win on track? 15 seconds worth of those penalties. It's going to play in big time at the end. Another 3 second penalty as well. 18 seconds to add to that misery. Oh, Salty's now on 23, not just 20. 23 seconds worth. That could potentially drop him way outside of the points. I couldn't tell you what the order of the top 10 is going to be. It's not even clear.
It's definitely going to be a big jumble up at the end. It's definitely for the game to decide.
Oh, I'm not going to call it until everyone's crossed the line. I'm not going to do that.
And we've got even more penalties coming in.
We have Sambel's got another one.
And Stuvine.
Yeah, everyone's pushing. We are on the last lap though, folks. It's feels like it's taken us a little bit of time. It's been a slow burner. That safety car just really gave us a little bit more excitement. There's a few gaps forming, and now we're back on it again. Simba's still going to gain a few places. Will he get the podium? Needs to push on to get to the back of Always Salty. Fanning's retired from the session. He's lost it in Sector 1. Must have got a tank slapper, and he's now lost it outside of Turn 4, I think that is. There won't be a safety car. We are just going to finish. So unlucky. He was running in the points. He was having a good race, Fanning as well, from qualified well on the mediums. Yeah,
it's two unfortunate ends to his race there. Unfortunately, had a crash at the end of the Tier 2 race as well on Monday, so he'll be gutted that he didn't finish this one as well.
Yeah, he will. He was. I don't know if he got a tap. We weren't watching. We were watching the Always Salty Avanash battle. But now we're on board with Bergen coming through the last sector, turn 16 for the last time. Just needs to keep it nice and neat. Also, I'm also looking at the gap with Simba and Avanash as well. The 6 seconds difference. This could cost Avanash a podium spot.
I'm watching red car roll over the back of Simba here.
Yeah.
Coming through 16.
Bergen already celebrating, comes through the last corner. He's had a great race as the Alfa Romeo man. He takes the win. I'm not going to mention anybody else at the moment. Collins Al does take second though on the road. Avanash takes third on the road, gets promoted to 7. Simba does take second after penalties in the end. Great race. What a good race from Simba. He had a fantastic one there. So let's look at the position changes. He's up to Avanash, up 12. Ryan takes 4th. Carl jumps up to 5th.
Wow, he'll be well chuffed with that.
He will. He certainly will. So let's have a look. Once this calms down, we will have a look. Right, he gets driver of the day on the game, does Carl? But this is going to take a little bit of sorting, folks, after the heavy penalties that we got. Yeah, Berger was definitely out in the distance there. Takes the win. Puts the Ukrainian flag up as well to show solidarity like that. He takes the win. Simba, no penalties at all. Is he going to be the new Mr. Clean? Well, we're going to have to come up with a new name, I think. Avanash takes 3rd from 15th. Great race from him. Ryan takes 4th. Harlin 5th. T.Y. Clear, he had a good long race-long battle, always in the mix. He takes 6th. CBG takes 7th. He had a few spins and a few battles with his teammate. Collins Owl takes 8th. He was up there as well. A few heavy penalties. SGPR takes 9th. And Tom Brown, oh, what a difficult race for him. One-time leader. He takes the final point scoring position.
What a race.
It really was at the end. There's some good few battles there. Heavy penalties as well throughout the field. Unfortunately, the drivers that missed out, Energy Dan missed out on points. Always Salty, Stuvan, Connor, Fanning retired on the last lap. Back Mizo didn't retire. Kesa Soze, Kanichiwa Beach, that big crash as well. He had the battle with SFR Dan. Ocean Tame, Mindful Wasp as well. They were disqualified through penalties and other reasons as well. So they did not finish. But yeah, what a race.
Yeah, penalties definitely came in a lot more than I thought they would tonight. I know this is quite a penalty-heavy track, as we saw with the other tiers, but didn't expect it to be as bad as it was.
No, must admit, I didn't. But it was still good fun. Still really good fun and good to watch, and there were some really good passes, really good overtakes, so it was great to see. And next, of course, folks, after that little bit of a delay, it has overrun slightly, so in about 15 minutes time, less than that, 13 minutes time, we will have Tier 4, the last of the week. But that's going to be interesting. I think that's going to be a fun one now as well.
Having to get myself set up, ready to go.
Yes, you're racing, aren't you?
Covering a McLaren, I think.
I won't. Every time we follow some of our guys, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to follow you through qualifying, I promise.
I wouldn't either. I'm just terrible, that's why.
You'll be alright. You'll be fine. But best of luck. Thank you very much for joining me. It's T-Side 2 some twice in a week. Can't believe it.
I know. People have obviously just missed us. Are just asking for it now.
I know they are. That's it now. You've got us for a while now, folks. But no, thanks very much again, Morgan. It's been a really good evening.
Yeah, we had another good race. More fun commentating.
Yep. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it, and at least we got there in the end after the glitch after qualifying. But thank you everyone for sticking with us. Thank you for joining. Join me and Simba. I will be with you. The two M's. It'll be the M&M show. We'll be following very shortly in Tier 4. Thank you very much for joining, folks. We look forward to seeing you then, and we'll see you next week. Good evening and good night.